respond to each and every comment. So I just want to talk about loss today. And for every stroke survivor who I look through their profiles and see, what they've gone through, we've all have experienced a loss. First and foremost, we've experienced a loss of limbs. We've experienced a loss of our livelihood. Some of us have lost jobs. Some of us have lost people. Some of us has lost, things that we used to love to do. When you look in the stroke survivor community, you see that some of us were musicians. Some of us can't hold an instrument anymore or play, an instrument. Some of us were cooks. We can't cook anymore. We can't do the things that we love. Some of us were athletes and we can't do that anymore. Some of us were writers and we can't use a typewriter. So I just wanted the people to know that all of us, we have experienced some type of loss in some shape or form. And, my loss has been great. And right now, I can't let that, hold me back, because although we've all suffered one thing in common, which is loss, we've also has one other thing in common, and that's faith. And as long as you never lose faith, most things will come back. It may not be the same, as you're used to, but it will come back. So I encourage all of my stroke survivors in the community to please never give up. And that's the reason why I constantly post videos, because if I can inspire one person, then I feel like I'm fulfilling God's will. He has me on this path for a reason, and I'm going to take advantage of every opportunity to fulfill what He has in store for me. Now, this is the second time that I've gone through this. The first time I've had a double aneurysm rupture in my brain in 2011, and it was quite amazing how I recovered from that. And unfortunately, there was a third, and I had the stroke because they were coiling the third. But like I said, it's God's will and it's God's plan, and I can deal with this. She's my girl. I can deal with it, and He makes me stronger every day. And then there's also calculated loss that I want to discuss, because a lot of times things and people and experiences are not good for our mental health. Now, our mental health is very fragile. We are on a constant roller coaster emotionally. One day you may feel great, and then the next day you may feel horrible. I can remember breaking down and crying, whenever I couldn't put my clothes on, and it would take me probably like a half hour to an hour just to get dressed. And as you can see, I usually just wear t-shirts and shorts, and it would take me so long that I would break down and break things. And at times I would even, do some self-harm. Not to the extreme of what you may think, but self-harm emotionally and self-harm mentally. And it wasn't good for my mental health. So I had to let a lot of things go, and that includes people, people who were not good for my mental health. I've decided to cut out of my life and only keep, in my life things that are positive. I've also, done things like stop drinking, because of course alcohol is not good. And I had to give up on cannabis, and although I had to, it wasn't because, I felt it was harmful to me, because I feel like cannabis is a healing agent. It was just harmful to my finances. So I decided to let that go as well. So right now, I just want to be an inspiration to those of you who are out there. And I want people to see that stroke survivors, we live a very complicated and tough life when it comes to our mental health and our physical health. And those of you that I see out there, when you post videos, it inspires me to post videos as well, because I feel like as long as I inspire one person, then I am fulfilling, the path that God has put me on, and I will continue to do so. Currently I'm on 134 days of this workout, and I've clocked in double the hours. So I've clocked in 268 hours over, if I'm doing the math correctly, hours of working out. And my goal is not to want people to do as much as I do. I just want people to do something. Before my stroke, I weighed 160 pounds, and now I'm at 135. And I really don't do things that are very strenuous. I do a lot, but it's not strenuous. It's something that anyone can do. A child can do it. It's just about being consistent and just never giving up. So I just want to thank all of the stroke survivors out there who inspire me every day to keep going. And I just want people to reach out to other people who are going through things like this that are similar, and just be encouragement to them, because you are definitely encouraging to me. So I truly appreciate it, and I always thank God for his blessings. And I wake up every morning and pray, and some people will post prayers, and I'll wake up and read and use those prayers every day. So this is, although it's been quite challenging, it's nothing that I can't handle, because like it said, God will only give you as much as you can handle, and I feel like I can handle this, and I'm only getting stronger, and I'm getting better at everything that I'm doing. And I don't know if I said this, but I'm going to say it again. I used to wake up every morning and cry because I was not able to get dressed. It would take me a long time to get dressed, and now it doesn't take me as long, and I'm getting better and better every day. I still have some issues with my health that I need to fix. My blood pressure is all over the place. I have a visit to the eye doctor soon, because I keep seeing these squiggly lines in my eyes, and I need to figure out what that is all about. So those are the two things that I currently have as far as my physical health. So just like God teaches us, if things, people are not good for your spirit, then you have to find the strength to let them go. And also, if things are not good for you, then you have to find the spirit and the strength to let them go. And I don't mean like, okay, then I'll just drink on the weekends. No. I had to completely let it go. There's no, I'll just, send a text or, anything. No. Anything that makes me sad, I had to let it go. Think about my future and wonder what that entails. Now I wonder if I'm ever gonna fall in love again, because as you can see, I'm a lot to deal with, and it's gonna take a very special person to love me, and but that's God's plan, and it's not something that I'm worried about. I think about it, but I don't worry about it, because I know God has always been good to me, and He will continue to be good to me, and whatever is in His plan, then I'm all for it. And if it means, not ever falling in love again, then I'm okay with that too, because I love the Lord, and as long as I have Him, then I'll always be in love. So I just want people to support, us, because we are going through a lot, and I want people to know that, I'm in a really great space, and largely to do with all the support that I receive. I just want to thank all of you for that. Recently got in contact with a friend who remembers who probably the last time she saw me, and her name is Melissa Vasquez, and the last time she saw me, I had a metal rod screwed into my head and I was in ICU, and she reached out and friended me on Facebook, and I'm just truly blessed and happy that she did so. So just remember, Melissa, you're always in my prayers, and I'm always gonna be here, and I thank you for coming into my life again. Just my family, who's been such a great support, and I love the new connection that my mother and I and my nephew and I have gotten together, and I just am so grateful for that. And every day I thank God in my prayers for reconnecting with my family. So my life is really good right now. I'm in a really happy space. And there's some things, like I said, I have to work on my physical health, but no matter what, if God has pulled me all the way here, He's gonna pull me the rest of the way. So I just want all of you guys to have a blessed day and continue praying for each other. And all of you who are going through something, please know that you are in my prayers. Although I don't personally know you, I just pray for everyone that I'm in contact with, in the hope that, whatever heartaches, and struggles that they're going through, that they come through on the other side, because our God is great. And, if I'm not a symbol of that, then I don't know what is. And I just want people to please vote, because November 3rd is fast approaching, and today is the last day to register. If not, you have to go directly to the polls and do it. So today is the last day. And for those of you who are choosing not to vote, and I know some of you are out there, and it saddens me, because right now we are on the verge of history. To have the first black woman as vice president in the White House is pretty dang on important. And if you're not going to vote, then it's pretty sad, because what does that tell the black women in your lives? What does that tell the black children, the girls in your life who will strive and look up to someone like Kamala Harris and want to be her? She's an inspiration, and you may not agree with their views, and you may not feel that they will not do anything for us, but the fact that she is in the race is doing something for me, and I know it's doing a lot for young black girls and for young women in general. So please vote. For those of you who didn't think Obama did anything, why is Kamala running now? Why are we going to embark on history? So although, the change is not immediate, change will come. You just have to have faith. So please register today in California. Today is the last day. Please get out and vote. If you can't register today, it's quite easy. You can do everything online. We have to win this election, and although the change won't be immediate, the change will come. So I just want to thank you all again for inspiring me. Every like, every view inspires me to do more. Every conversation, every DM, every message is not going unnoticed. And I usually go, not even usually, I always go back and make sure I don't miss any one of you. And I thank you all, because you are keeping my heart happy, and my health, up. So I just want to thank you for all of that you've done for me. And you guys have a blessed day, and I'll see you soon.